Hey y'all, today I'm going to be showing you how to play a song by the Growlers. It's called Big Toe on their album Chinese Fountain. It's one of my favorites by them, and if you know the Growlers, they have some very good songs. So let's get right into it. It's in the key of E minor, so we're going to be using this fingering a lot. And that's not with every E minor song, but with this song specifically, they use this triad fingering very consistently. So we're gonna get right into it. This is an E minor chord. This is a full E minor chord. This is the sort of an easier way of playing it. So that's gonna be ring finger on the 9th fret of the G string. Then you're gonna have your middle finger on the 8th fret of the B string, and you're gonna have your index finger on the 7th fret of the E string. So that's just a straight 3-note chord. This is actually, something that could be moved up or down to create chords when you're playing the guitar, right? So this is like a G, this is a G chord using the same fingering, right? And then this is a B minor, this is a C minor, and then an E minor. So it's really cool. Like when you're playing it on the lowest 3 strings, it's gonna be a minor chord because that's the fingering for a minor chord, right? I just played B minor, C minor, E minor. So it's a cool fingering that you could use, not even just with this song, but for future reference if you're ever trying to play those chords. So now the song starts on G and does this cool little turnaround before it gets into the meat of the piece. So it's like G, and then it does. So that little turnaround right there is practically just you're hitting the G, then you're quickly moving to that B minor. So that's ring finger on the 4th string of the G string, that's middle finger on the 3rd string of the B string, and index finger on the 2nd string of the E string. You're moving that 1 fret up to get like a sort of chromatic sound, like, and then you're finally moving back to that E minor shape that I told you guys about at the beginning. Now let's get into the verse, because the verse itself has a cool fingering pattern that I like, or I guess strumming pattern you could say. So it's this note, and what you're doing is you're doing down, 2, 3. So that's the 2nd string and the 3rd string, right? The right here it's going to be the 8th fret and the 9th fret. So you're going to be doing down, 2, 3, down, 2, down, 2, 3, down, 2. And the verse actually only contains 2 chords. So we're going to be moving up to this D. But you see, I'm using the same strumming pattern the whole entire time, and I'm really trying to mute it with my right hand rather than pulling the strings off, because then if you pull the strings off in order to mute it, you're gonna get probably some unwanted buzzing or maybe some frequencies in there that don't really fit in. So let me show you that one more time. Down, 2, 3, down, 2, and then 2 would be this middle string, would be this middle the B string. Down, 2, 3, down, 2, down, 2, 3, down, 2, back to this D major. Down, 2, 3, and with the D major, what we're doing here, and maybe a little bit difficult to see, we're moving the bottom string up chromatically. So we're doing, D, E flat, E, and then you're just doing that with the same strumming pattern. So it's okay. So that's practically all of the verse for the whole entire song. It does the intro, then it does the verse, and then after one verse, it does the intro again. So that's what they do, sort of in that second verse before they enter the second verse. They do this cool little turnaround, which it's probably done 3 times throughout the song, but it goes something like this. It's that simple. I mean, you could do it a couple different ways. You know, you could play it down here too, that would be open G to A to B, right? G, A, B, G, E, D, right? G, A, B, G, E, D. So I think the guitarist in a lot of the recordings, he does play it down here. But for me personally, when I'm accompanying myself on the guitar, I like playing it down here. Because it's way easier to just get right back into the chord right after that, right? Now, they do the verse 2 times, and then directly from, they go straight into the chorus, right? She's a gold witch, she's turning me silver, she's got me on the fence, looking down at the Oatco River. So, let's get into that because I got a little distracted. It's a 3-chord chorus. It starts on the D. Starts on the G. And then goes to the G. Starts on the G major. Then it goes to a G major. And then something that I found through looking and studying their live performances was that he doesn't actually move up to an E minor as I originally thought. He actually switches to an A major. Like this very bright A. I think it's to give it more of a growl, you know, to give it more of a punch, that last chord, but it fits in very nicely when you're playing it in a group setting, right? So let's play that one more time. So it's a G major bar chord. I guess you could technically play it down here. You know, you can play G. Simple, everybody knows this campfire G chord or this one. And then a D, right? That's practically another way of playing the chorus too. So 3 different ways, you know, just with inversions, but the way that they play it in the song is really like this. She's got me on the fence, looking down at the Oatco River. Directly after the chorus, they do get back into that riff, the little guitar riff that they do, the so they do it a little bit different just because they do the dun 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 dun, you know, that beginning part, but it's overall the same riff. It's and then they just go back into the, that's practically the whole song, really, when it comes down to it. The last part of the song, it's played by the guitarist. He does this little solo, and then I'll show you guys a video on how to do that as well. Practically, the way that I play it when I'm accompanying myself on the guitar is, you know, playing this E minor chord, but I keep these 2 notes playing the whole time. So I sort of have to be careful not to play any strings to just let them ring out. But you could do. So it has to be the middle finger and then the ring finger that sit here and stand on these chords. It would be something like. So what you're doing is doing the actual melody of this last part is 9 9 9 9 8 8 8 8. This is all on the G string, right? 9 9 9 9 9 8 8 5 5 back to the D string. That's 9 9 9 5 7 9 5 7 9 5 5 7 9 5 7 9 7 on the A string, right? So you're doing 9 on the G string, 8 on the G string, 5 on the G string, 5 7 9 5 7 9 7. You get it? 5 7 9 5 7 9 7. That's one simple way to play it, you know, and it takes some practice, but you'll be able to get it, you know, if you really mute the other strings. It would be something like that, but that's the whole song. Thank you guys so much for watching. I mean, I really enjoyed doing this tutorial. I'm going to be continuing making videos on how to play Growler songs, stroke songs, other great artists. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope it really helped out for anybody who wanted to learn this song in the first place. Thank you.